Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're going to solve a classic, I'd almost call it a holiday mystery. You know the one. Why does one single dead light bulb take out the entire string of lights? Well, the answer is all about the fundamental difference between series and parallel circuits. Let's dive right in.
Oh, and before we really get going, just so you know, this is part 17 of our big 20-part series on the Introduction to Electricity from Virtualization Options LLC. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get back to that puzzle.
All right, let's frame this whole discussion around a classic holiday puzzle. Or maybe a better word for it is a headache. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? When one light goes out, and suddenly they all go out.
So here's the question that's probably bugged you at some point. How is it that one tiny little bulb can burn out and just kill the entire string of Christmas lights? But then you can go into your kitchen, unplug a toaster, and the fridge doesn't even blink. It just keeps on running. What is going on there? Well, the secret is all in how they're wired.
Okay, so the main culprit behind that frustrating holiday light problem is something called a series circuit. And really, the best way to think about it is like a one-way street for electricity. Just one single lane. So what is a series circuit? Well, it's where all the components are connected end-to-end in one single, continuous loop. A great way to picture this is like beads on a necklace. The electricity has to flow through the first bead, then the second, then the third, and so on. There's only one path it can possibly take. And this one-path design leads to some really specific rules. First, since there's only one path, the current, that's the flow of electricity, is exactly the same through every single component. The voltage, on the other hand, which you can think of as the electrical push, gets divided up and shared among all the parts. But here's the real kicker, the one that explains our Christmas lights. If one component fails, the entire circuit is broken. It's like a bridge being out on that one-way street. Traffic just stops. The whole thing goes dead. Okay, so that explains the lights. But what about your kitchen then? How does that work? Well, that's because your house isn't wired like cheap Christmas lights. It uses a totally different setup, the parallel circuit. So with a parallel circuit, you don't have that single loop. Instead, every single component gets its own separate branch, its own little path back to the power source. It's not a one-way street anymore, it's a superhighway with multiple exits.
And this is why your fridge keeps humming along. See, in a parallel circuit, every branch gets the full voltage from the source, and they're all independent. So if one of those paths gets broken, like, say, you unplug your toaster, it only shuts down that one exit. The rest of the highway keeps flowing just fine. The other branches don't even notice. And get this, it's kind of counterintuitive, but adding more branches actually makes it easier for electricity to flow overall. It lowers the total resistance.
All right, so we've got our two different types of circuits. Let's do a little head-to-head showdown to really nail down the differences.
And this diagram really says it all. Look over here on the left. That's your series circuit. You see that single, continuous loop? The electricity has to go through the first light, then the second light, just to get back to the battery. You break that path anywhere and boom, it's lights out for everyone. But now look at the parallel circuit on the right. See that? Each light bulb has its own private road back to the battery. That right there, that's the whole game. This chart really breaks it down nicely. Look at how they're basically opposites in so many ways. For the path, single versus multiple. For the current, stays the same in series but divides up in parallel. And for voltage, it's the reverse. It divides in series but stays the same in parallel. And of course, the one that really matters for our puzzle, what happens when something breaks? In a series circuit, everything stops. In a parallel circuit, only that one branch is affected. Total game changer.
Okay, now that we're armed with all of this knowledge, let's circle all the way back to the beginning and finally put that puzzle to bed.
And here it is. The big reveal. Those old, super frustrating strings of Christmas lights, they were wired in series. It was cheap and easy to manufacture, but it meant that when the tiny little filament in one bulb broke, it created a gap in that single path. The road was out, and the entire string went dark. Your house, on the other hand, is wired in parallel. Every single outlet, every light fixture is its own separate branch. That's why you can unplug the toaster, and the fridge never knows the difference. Its branch is still perfectly fine. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to a really simple design choice. Do you want one path, or do you want many? And that single choice is the foundation of pretty much every electrical system you interact with every single day. It's the difference between a working kitchen and a dark Christmas tree. It's a simple concept, but it literally powers our entire world. Makes you think, right? What else around you is built on one simple principle versus the other?